Friedman, everyone. Hey, everybody. Thanks for coming out.
Whoa, hey.
All right. So who here takes NJ Transit in the morning?
Oh.
All right. So I take NJ Transit in the morning, and I don't like sitting next to anybody. So I sit in the quiet car. That silent car, first car, last car. I don't want anybody sitting next to me. But it's funny because sometimes people don't realize that they're in the silent car. Everyone else knows except that person. And so people start yelling at them. Quiet down, stop talking. I'm like, don't tell me what to do. And then people start really mad. They're like, quiet, you just quiet down. And I'm sitting there, I'm like pulling out my phone, I'm like, hit him. Every time. But I have a whole routine. So I have my winter jacket. I have a giant lunchbox. I have a big family size umbrella. I've got a second winter jacket. I've got my legs crossed. No one sits next to me. Every once in a while, someone doesn't get the social cues, and they sit next to me. And that person's always sick. It makes me so mad because I'm looking around the train and this person's blowing their nose and they're coughing and they're sneezing in all directions, especially my direction. And I'm looking around the train and I'm like, there's so many open seats. Why? Why this? And as I'm looking around, you know, I see that one sign on every NJ Transit poster and it says, if you assault the train conductor, you get 5 years in prison and $5,000 penalty. And I'm thinking, the guy next to me is not a train conductor. So I start doing the math, and I'm like, it's probably like 2 years. This guy sneezes on me one more time. And so I wonder, like, how did they come up with that 5 years for $5,000? I mean, was it like an executive meeting of NJ Transit employees, and they're sitting around and like 20 years if you assault the train conductor? Guy's like, no, they're just train conductors. 1 year. And they're like, all right, 10, 7, and like 5, and that's how it's 5. Like, I don't know. And then the 5,000, is it a payment plan? Like, if you really fuck up, is it like $199 a month, and you can? Now, what happens if you didn't realize, but the train conductor knows Kung Fu, and he kicks your ass? Then when you're in front of the judges, you're like, yeah, he won that, so nothing? Or did I get money? So, I digress. I get to work from the NJ Transit, and my boss is like moving at 100 miles per hour. All he cares about is money. He is just moving. And I don't know what drugs he's on. It could be it could be Adderall, it could be cocaine, it could be a mix of I think it's probably cocaine in pill form and snorting Adderall. And I actually came up with that on the NJ Transit train. I'm writing on my little notebook, cocaine in pill form, snorting Adderall. Like, this is going to be good at Scotty's. And the guy sitting next to me is like, looking at my notepad and looking at me. You gotta go to rehab, sir. And so he expects us all to be on Adderall, moving at 100 miles per hour at all times. But the thing is, that doesn't work for me because I don't get paid enough. So selling my Adderall prescription is the only way that I can pay my So I'm at the point where I'm trying to quit, but I hear that if you get fired, you get better unemployment benefits. So I'm kind of working on getting fired at this point. But they won't hire my replacement. They won't fire me until they hire my replacement. So these guys are coming in, they're meeting with the boss, and they're realizing that I'm not working for his nut job. They're walking right out the door. So they won't fire me. So I'm really upping my game on trying to get fired at this point. So I'm taking all my personal calls on speakerphone, which is especially annoying because we're all in cubicles. I leave up porn on my computer. I'm harassing the women. I'm harassing the men. At this point, I'm probably more likely to get arrested than get fired. Some people think we need a bigger office. I think we just need smaller people. So I took a random day off a couple weeks ago just because it's too crazy and I needed to slow down. And I didn't think I had anything to do. I just wanted to chill. And my girlfriend's like, no, today's the day you're getting your driver's license renewed. It was about to expire. And so I'm like, no. She's like, no, you're going. So I'm like, all right, I'll go. And so I decided to smoke some weed before going to the DMV. Because doesn't everybody? Isn't that what people do before they go to the DMV? I mean, the people that work there are clearing on drugs. So I used to smoke one of those vape pens, but those are apparently bad for you now. So I whipped out my Rick and Morty bong, and I take a big rip of Pineapple Express, and I head over to DMV. And I get to DMV, and it's like a Wednesday, so I'm zipping through paperwork, boom, and she's like, all right, time to take your picture. I'm like, take my picture? I wasn't prepared for that. And so they, she snaps the picture, and it's awful. I look like I'm on drugs. I mean, I am on drugs. My hair's a mess. My eyes are bloodshot. It's an incriminating picture. And she goes, this looks bad. Do you want to take another one? I'm like, you can take a million pictures today. This is how I look today. I look like I'm on drugs. So she's like, all right, print it out, hand me my license. I'm on my way. A couple weeks later, I'm about to go to the movie theater. And obviously, if you're about to see a movie, smoking weed is like a million times better. Seeing a movie when you're high, so I smoke some weed before going to the movie theater. Ready to go. And get in my car, start driving. Immediately, police officer pulls me over. He has his flashlight in my face, and he goes, license and registration, please. I'm like, fuck. He goes, you look like you're on drugs, sir. I'm like, fuck. I'm like, no, sir, I'm not. I swear I'm not on drugs. I hand him my license. I go, see, that's how I always look. The whole family looks like that. My parents, you should see my little brother. He's the worst. Thank you, everybody. My name is Lawrence.